All right, guys, welcome to Monday night's Team Cup call. It's specifically for Team Cup, but anyone can join us. So anyone watching this can take away these tips and use it in your business. And we're going to ask questions tonight. So if anybody ever has questions, if you're watching this recording, please feel free to reach out to me if there's anything that I say that's just you don't fully understand, or if it sparks a question or an idea that you have. So inviting is the one of the hardest parts about this business, but it's the only thing that pays you money. Inviting is the only way you're going to receive a paycheck. There's so many people out there that have many ways where they earn an income. Most of the people just go clock in and clock out at a job. That's the way they make a living. But there are so many people out there that have an entrepreneurial spirit and know that they could take like their drive and their hustle and their love and their passion and actually turn it into something more than what it is now. And that's all that Beachbody is. It's a platform with tools that work, and we can link people with those tools that want our help. There's so many people out there that have they're Instagram famous, and all they do is say, these are the products that I use. And they don't get a penny from that referral. They'll send people to GNC for this BCAA, or they'll send people to, there's bodybuilding sites and all of these things. And what happened was those companies said, why aren't we giving them a referral fee? So now you have people that refer Flavor God on Instagram, for instance, as a seasoning that you might see when you start following on Instagram. And all it is seasonings that have no salt, no sugar. It's all natural seasoning. And now you can be a ambassador for a seasoning and get a commission if you refer people to buy that product. That's all we do. And so some people feel really weird about inviting people to this opportunity, but you shouldn't, because it's everywhere. Even Amazon. You can put a hyperlink of a shower, like my Aunt Tina, she posted about an Amazon shower head that has a speaker in it, and now she can listen to her personal development while she's taking a shower. And it's a little speaker that sits inside this big, nice, pretty shower. And if she wanted to, she can sign up to be a referral, put that link in a blog, and she would make commission every single time someone bought that shower head from her link. It's everywhere. You should not feel weird or odd about referring people the stuff that you use. If you're using Shakeology and you're loving the workouts, there's nothing different between you saying, this is what I use, and if you want to use it, I have a link. You can use it. It's that simple. So you just have to believe in the product, and that is why it's so important, and that's why the vital behaviors are. You have to be proof that the products are working for you. Not that you have to be a size 0, not that you have to have your goal weight. You have to say, this is how it's making me feel. This is how it's helping me. And you have to be real and honest with that. I've had many people say, this is not for me. I'm like, it's okay. Bless and release. This is not for you. It organically happened for me in 2010. I don't have to force that. I have results. And I know that if you're a year from now, and you're being consistent with your own health and fitness and nutrition, you will have results if you're staying consistent with that. And anyway, even if you never sell anything, you will be healthier and happier, period, if you are using them for yourself. And that's really my goal as your coach, is to help you feel better about yourself, period. And so I will never feel guilty telling you, hey, these are the products I use and you're using them now. I'll never feel guilty or bad about that. So you shouldn't. Another thing, when you're inviting people, remind them, this is a notes that you could take, write this down. We have a bottom of the bag money back guarantee, guys. When people are feeling a little unsure, insecure, it's not you. It's that they've been gypped a million times with wraps and patches and pills, and they're sold to every day. Every time they turn on the radio, there's commercials about making them feel guilty about them not having energy or not losing weight, or you've tried this and that, it's not working. They're bombarded with this stuff everywhere. And that is where God has called me to say, you know what, you need to do this differently. You need to be a positive person in this realm of health and fitness. You need to be positive. So when you're inviting, it's not just a private message. It's your posts as well. So your posts on your social media, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, I promise you're going to have faster results from Facebook as a new coach, at least. My dog wants in just a second. I have to go to potty. So the first way you can invite someone is the post that you make on Facebook. And we call it breadcrumbing. And that means that you could be posting about your kids. You could be taking a picture of them helping you cook dinner and just say, wow, this feels so different to be cooking dinner together, a healthy meal together with my family. This feels good. It could be something super simple like that. And all it's doing is people are liking and commenting, and that's giving you people that are interested in or like the fact that you are making a healthy dinner with your family. It's just a little breadcrumb. It's not a formal invite, right? So there's tons of that going on. I hope when you guys see my post, you're seeing that I'm breadcrumbing the vital behaviors into my post. Either it's a personal development book that I'm reading and I'm sharing, right? So if that's a vital behavior, if you're reading a personal development book, take something from that book and share it on social media. One, you're sharing the types of things that you're learning, and that's going to help you attract. Attracting is a type of inviting. So your posts on social media with the breadcrumbs of what you do, your vital behaviors, and that's attracting them. So Beachbody a long time ago, and if you've heard this from me before, I'm sorry I'm repeating myself, but it's so powerful. Carl used to say he wish he wouldn't have called it invite, invite, invite. One of the 4 vital behaviors. He said, I wish I would have called it attract, connect, invite. Because you have to post things that attract people to you and kind of repel the people that you don't want. And then so those are the posts that you're putting out there, and you're attracting them to you. Then you're connecting, and that is the relationship building. That's the stuff that you really can't see me doing. Even though I'm sharing my story, that helps them trust me. That is a part of it whenever I share more of my vulnerable stuff. But it's the private message that I'm having a conversation back and forth with them. And I can't get from the initial invite to a sale in one day. I don't think I've ever done that unless that person has been following me for 3 years. Literally, like they know who I am. And maybe we've talked 100 times before. And now all of a sudden I reach out to them and I'm saying, hey, we have a discount this month. The price is going to go up September 1st. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to get it for, $160 instead of $199. I know we've talked before. Maybe this month would be a good time for you. And they're like, yes. Okay. What flavor of Shakeology do you want? Chocolate. Okay, I'm going to send you a link with everything in it. That's your enrollment fee. I'm going to be online for the next hour or so. Once you fill it out, once you're signed up, let me know and I'll add you to the group. If you can't get to it tonight, just let me know when you're going to do it. That's like the quickest way I've ever done it is someone that I've talked to before. Okay? So that's why you got to invite a lot of people, because it's going to take a lot of conversations. And just think of every invite, every time you get a chance to attract someone or connect to someone or invite them, it's just a seed planted. That's it. And it takes a lot of watering. And that goes back to people have been duped before. And unfortunately, we have the heart to really help. And I cannot tell you how different after researching Shakeology, researching Beachbody On Demand, and knowing Carl's heart and any other company I've ever looked at, they do not care about anyone's health. I don't care what company they are. You could take Roden and Fields, for example. They're talking about the skin, and their skin looks amazing, but you look at the ingredients of that, and your skin is your biggest organ. And so you are putting chemicals on the biggest organ you have. And it doesn't, just because it clears up your skin does not mean that it's not going to come right back, because your skin is a reflection of what you put in your body. Nothing you can do on the outside is going to be a permanent change in the inside. So that's the kind of thing that it's hard for me to bite my tongue and not share it. That's still attracting and connecting with people when I tell them the truth about the things that they are investing their money in. And whenever people, I can sense that that the price might be an issue, before I even tell them the price, guys, I'm telling them, hey, I save money because This keeps me from eating out all the time. My energy is not as crappy. I don't need a Starbucks pick me up. Things like that. I'm talking about the things that I know cost a lot of money. I know. And so this last girl that I signed up, and it was probably about 10 full days of connecting with her, and getting it through to the end. And, you know, I don't know when she's going to sign up, but now she wants to. And it's based off of all the things I'm telling you. It's just a connection, a post on my Facebook. So from what I've said, you have to have a post on social media and 2 to 3. I mean, it's a vital behavior. If you're saying, okay, I can't wait till this date or this date to post it, you're going to be waiting forever, because it's got to be a habit. You got to post. And so what are you going to post? What's best thing to do is write a list. So in your journal, think about the things that you just do without thinking about them, right? Cami, you drive to work every day. What do you do on your drive to work every day? Personal development. You could talk about that every single day. It is a consistent thing that's going to feed your brain. And if you're posting and sharing that with your followers, that's going to stand out. And when you share a little bit of what you learned in your personal development, you're feeding them. You are encouraging them. You're attracting the people that are like, oh, I like what she's saying. That's positive. I'm going to have a better day because of what she posted. You work out almost every lunch during your lunch break. You know, sit your phone up and go live for, even if it's just 2 minutes. People don't even like long videos. I never get anybody to watch my long video. I'm not scared of video, so I'll do the whole 40-minute, but I don't think anybody would watch. So I just turn it off eventually. I'm trying to think of another one, Cami. You love gardening. You know, talk about, you know, always taking pictures outside with your garden. You know, not you. It doesn't even have to be you in there. But, you know, pictures of the new fresh fruits and things like that. Or the sky saying, come on, God, let it rain because we need some rain for my garden. You know, little things like that. Now, in those posts are where you say, you can just do the little breadcrumbs of, can't wait to, you know, to put this into my next meal plan. Like these fruits or these things that you're growing in your garden, how that's going to work into your meal plan, and that you're so thankful that you have fresh foods that you get to eat, and you know how it's grown, and show how much you care about how much you care about the integrity of the ingredients there. That's what I'm trying to say. Because that's what we do with Shakeology. That's, you know, same thing with the purse or jeans or anything that you value more, because even though it might cost a little bit more, the value behind it, it's going to last. It's worth the money. It's a good investment. And so when you're talking about other things, how you save money because you don't purchase something, or how you invested a little bit more money on my Mac laptop because I'm so sick and tired of every 2 years needing a laptop whenever I had like the Dell or whatever. Little things like that just show when you talk about Shakeology, well, you're not just like that about Shakeology. You're like that about everything. Like I've learned, me personally, I used to be a cheapskate. So I talk about how I used to not want to spend any money, and I can't believe that I invested in my first bag of Shakeology. It's a lot for someone like me, you know? I've talked many times about how I used to live off a Slim Fast and swore I'd never drink another shake, you know? And now I've gone 3 days without Shakeology and I'm dying because I made a mistake on my order. So, yeah, there's this little, like, I haven't even shared that because I'm like, oh, I don't even know. I don't even want to admit that I haven't had Shakeology for 3 days, but I'm feeling it. I'll tell you, I should post it. See, there's things I'm still scared to post. Okay, so you have to post on social media. That's where you're going to get the people that you're going to connect with. And literally what I do is I take a day or two and I just go back through my Facebook feed and I write down everyone's name that's liked or commented on my stuff. That's not a coach, obviously. Now, how Facebook works, this is the next thing. If people are not liking and commenting on your stuff, it doesn't mean that they don't like you or they don't like what you said. Facebook, if you are not used to posting on Facebook, you need to start tagging a few of us coaches in your post so we can like and comment on it right away. If you don't get a little bit of engagement right away, Facebook, it's not like they hide it, they just don't boost it. So if you have 200 friends and no one likes or comments on it, that means that probably 2% of the people that were on Facebook at the moment you posted it saw it. So not everybody saw it, and not everyone was on Facebook when you posted it. So the way that you see some of my posts is because a lot of people liked or commented. I don't know if you've ever thought, wonder what Janice has said today. I haven't seen her in my newsfeed. So you have to actually go to my page and you're like, she's posted like 10 times today. It's just my stuff's not in your newsfeed because you haven't liked it enough. Okay, so that's another thing. You have to go to other people's pages and like and comment on their stuff, and then your stuff will start showing up in their newsfeed. That's the hard thing is that if you let it overwhelm you, you will miss a great opportunity to use a free tool, okay? Because social media is a powerhouse. Everyone is on social media. Every church is on social media. Every business is on social media. Every mom and pop shop is on social media. Everyone's using it for their business, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's a right and wrong way to use it. But you've just got to get over the fear, because what's going to set you apart from all the other network marketing companies and direct sales is that you are not being salesy on Facebook. We're not going to, like this cup might be in the background of my picture, but it's not me anymore. So I know if anybody watched Shalene's social media thing, you get it. It's super true. She's the guru. Hey, Charity, she's the guru of social media. So you're not going to hear anything from her that she hasn't already done and done wrong. I mean, she loves to mess with social media. She'll try everything just to make sure that, she'll do all the bad stuff and all the good stuff just to prove her point, what works and what doesn't in social media. So, hi, Charity. I was just telling them all the different ways to invite. And the next thing I was going to do is I was sharing how important it was to recap, how important it is to post, because that's where we're going to get people, how to post, how to breadcrumb, how the stories, how to find and think of ways of what to post, create a list of 3 to 5 things that you want to post about throughout the week. And remember, only a small percentage of people are going to see them. So you can post about the same things over and over and over again. I post about my workout over and over and over again. I used to post whenever I was eating better, over and over again, my food, a picture of my plate with my food. All those things, that it's just the same thing, because remember, they're looking for consistency and someone they can trust to work with. So if you're not showing them some way, somehow, of some kind of consistency, would you want to work with someone that was inconsistent? Would you personally want to work with someone that was, every once in a while here, hit or miss? No, you wouldn't. So, and you don't have to be perfect at it. And that's another thing that you can share on social media is when you do mess up, you can talk about how hard it is to stay consistent, because people will relate to you. That's another thing that's good. Write that down. Be relatable. Find something in that post to be relatable. Sorry, Janice, I'm drinking my Shakeology. That's funny. Shame on you, Cammie. So, yes, let's see. Is there anything else about that? I do want to show you guys something real quick. Let me get to the page, and then I'm going to screen share. Anybody want to unmute themselves? Any questions so far? Anybody? Okay, I am got to get back to my page. Where did you guys go? There you are. Okay, I'm going to hit screen share. Sometimes this slows down just a little bit. Bear with me. Oh, you know what? I need that one. All right, can you guys see my screen? Thumbs up if you can see my screen. All right. So this is #1 top coach, Melanie Metro. If you want to learn anything from anyone, she's awesome. The only thing that I can tell you about Melanie Mitro is that because she's top 10 coach, she can get away with using every Beachbody word, every Beachbody marketing tool that she wants to, because she's the top. Did someone come in or out?
Tammy left and came back.
Okay. So whenever you're looking here, what she does is the top banner shows who she is, has her name, and it says over here, health and fitness coach, blogger, clean eater, 3-time top coach, 4 elite time coach, all that. Now, she's only been in the business like 6-7 years, so she didn't have all that written up there when she started, and she wasn't this good at network marketing. She wasn't this good at, coaching until now. Like, it's taken her 6 years to get, the last 3 years to get where she's at. So when you look at other coaches for inspiration, know that they started exactly where you did. They had 200 friends or less or whatever. They were not a coach before. They didn't know anything about Facebook. I know that I personally started Beachbody as a customer like a year after getting, not even a full year after getting Facebook. Facebook was so new. So everything that there is to do with Facebook, we have the advantage because they've already done all the trial and error and figured it out for us. But what I wanted to show you is just kind of her page. Now, this is a Facebook page, but you could make your personal page look just like this, guys. And she uses Committing to Get Fit for her business page, but on her personal page, it's her name. Obviously, she put her name up here anyway, so people know who she is. She's not trying to hide that, but a long time ago, they used to say you could try to use a different name for your business page. But this is what a church would use. They don't use personal pages. They use like pages or business pages. And there's a lot of things that you can do with this kind of page that you can't do with a personal. But you don't need to do all those things. You can just make your personal page look a lot like this. And another thing that I love are events. So I'm going to open up this event. And these are all her events. Now you can look at all her past events. And the reason I like her is she's super consistent. She was a teacher. And she retired. She didn't want to go back to teaching after she had her kids. And her husband refused to let her do Beachbody. He did not want her to do it. He is mad that she bought her first whatever. And he told her, if you're going to build your business, you need to do it before the kids are up, before we're up, and after we go to sleep. And that's where she built her business for like the first 3 years or something crazy like that, until her husband saw the checks. And then he was like, okay, I kissed the ground you walk on. Right. So this is a 7-day shred that she has coming up. You can look at any of these, right? Her name down, Committing to Get Fit. And this is what an event looks like. It's free. An event, what's great about an event is, I need to see you guys. I hate not being able to see you guys. Okay. The great thing about the event is, how, have you ever been added to a group just randomly? It's the most annoying thing in the world to just be randomly added without my permission to anything. I hate it. Like, it absolutely drives me nuts. And I'm glad that now I get a notification every time I'm added so I can leave the group. Now I don't even care what it is. I might have really been interested and I'm leaving. Like, I don't want it. So all my groups, I make sure I have permission. Now an event is different. I can invite everyone and their mama, and their mamas can invite everyone and their mama. And they actually get a choice to say, yes, I'm going, or I'm interested, or decline. And this event will keep track of that. Okay, you can keep it public, you can keep it private. I would always do everything public as much as you possibly can, so that way other people can share it. And this is a great way to just invite every single person that you know as a Facebook friend, and every month, if you can run one. Like, this could be, if you don't like cold inviting, this is a great way. So whenever she has a discussion, so she's really good about jumping on here live. She went live in her event page. You can do that in your event page. So she's giving details. Video in an event is not as public as on your wall, right? So it's a great place to practice, or you guys can practice in our team pages. Please feel free to jump in your team page and say, hey, I want to practice what I was going to say in my event. Let me get all the jitters out, right? We're all there to support you and help you succeed at that. So she goes in these events, she shares live, she has a great description of what that's going to look like. She's got this clickable link is just when you open it, this is easy. This is something that you can make for free. It's a form. Oh, no, it's not. I lied. That one's her website, sorry. But she'll make little forms. So most likely if I went to her website, it would probably have a place for the form. But Google Docs are super easy to make forms. If anyone needs help with that, let me know. I normally don't use a form unless I'm getting lots and lots of interest and I'm trying to keep track of everyone. But you can write their names down right here as you start to contact them and talk to them. So see, this one's already just say, hey, help me. Like, party. Okay, I think that's funny. So it must be a new one because she doesn't have a whole lot in there, but on her about, I love the way, and I will copy and paste this, and I will not paste it. I will copy it, and I will tweak these and put it in my own words. I love going to her and finding templates, is what I like to call them. And so that I can find a good flow, especially when you're new. And see, here's the complete the application. Let's look at this real quick. That is not it, but let me see it. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, she's just doing it on her website now instead of a Google form, which you don't need a website. I've used Google Forms many times. So name, address, phone number. And then look at these questions. Do you currently have a Beachbody coach? That's good to know. You can still work with someone that has a Beachbody coach. You just ask them, is your coach helping you? If they say no, then you say, would you be willing to switch to me? And I can help you get anyone that's, think about this, Beachbody's been around for 10 years. The chances of someone having a Beachbody program is really high. And when they buy from Beachbody, they get assigned a free coach. They get someone like me who's hitting Success Club 5 and building a business because I will reach out to them and help them. But sometimes those coaches don't reach out to them or they can't get a hold of them and they don't have support. If they know you and like you and trust you, you can move them to you, and anything else from then on, if they purchase something, you get the credit. So that's good to ask them if they have a coach, and if they say yes, doesn't mean that they're getting help. But I always refer them back to their coach if their coach is helping them. I don't take people from other coaches. How did you find out about this program? Which programs are you interested in? I have tons of forms like this that'll help give you ideas of what to ask them. And this is a great way right here, especially if you struggle and you're scared to talk to them. So when we do live power hours in the morning and we have those follow-up questions and all those questions, you can put that in a form. You listening to me, Ashton? We can create a form. Instead of asking them all those questions, we can say, hey, thanks so much for being interested in that group. Here's a little form. Fill this out. This will really help me make sure that I get the right challenge group for you or get you the right support and help that you need, whatever. So Google Forms are great, and I have lots of them, guys. So I was hoping that would be an actual form that you could see. And then she's got the group right here. She's already got the group created that she's going to invite them to. They just have to accept, request to join. So here's her group. She's got the fruit group, August, all this stuff that she's made. All these banners are so easy to make in Canva. I say super easy because I use them all the time, but I can help you with that too. There's lots of videos specifically on how to use Canva. Okay, so that's a lot of information, but that's solely on inviting. This is another tool that you can use for inviting. And the way it looks, let me go back to my page real quick. The way these event pages look, I was going to try to find mine, and I think we're running close out of time. So unmute yourself if you have any specific questions about inviting that's popped up in your head, and all questions are welcome. Please don't hesitate. They keep changing stuff, and now I don't see where my events are. Past.
Do you just wait for the conversation to organically, like the one we had today, to just happen? Or do you wait for a certain amount of time having the conversation and then you invite?
Normally it's something organically. Yeah. Most of them are. I probably have a good 10 to 20, maybe 30 sometimes back and forth with people. And I'm even getting longer in my conversations. I'm getting longer back and forth because Carl was talking about sharpening the pencil. And I'm trying to go, okay, what question can I ask here to get deeper or to get to the point?
Conversation we had today, I was like, oh, if I didn't have a coach, man, I'd be joining your challenge group. Like, it was going really well.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of how I could come up with like maybe an objection, but then you still came back with something else. And I'm like,
Right.
sometimes I lead the conversation and it's like cricket, like nothing. I don't know how to keep it moving forward, you know?
Right. And that was exactly what I wanted to show everybody in that mock invite, is that you have to ask lots and lots of questions. And I know that's my biggest hang up when I first started as a coach. I would just go straight to it way too soon. And I know a lot of people that I've heard back from, and it's true, I do care about them. I do know this is going to work. I don't need to ask those damn questions. I know that this is going to work for them, but I want them to know that I care enough to learn more about them. I want to learn more about them. And it does help me later on connect with them, because there's many people that just kind of sign up really, really fast, and I don't feel a connection with them. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever had that person in your life, like, you don't really know if you know them? And I know my team. Like, I feel like I really know them. I know that they have kids, and I know they have a busy lifestyle, or even you coaches here. I know, like, when you're going to be available, when you're not. Like, and it really helps. Now I have a hard time remembering everybody. That's my only downfall, is I have to keep track some way, somehow. Everybody's got to be in that group so that I can go to my members and I can check in with them. And that's the next step. So, is making sure that you follow up with people that actually purchase from you. You can't just go to the next month going, okay, I need to help 3 new people this month, without reminding yourself, I have at least 3 people from the last 4 years. I've helped at least 3 people every single month. That's where you're going, oh crap, how do I keep track of that? I'll help you when you get there, but right now you just need to focus on helping 3 people this month. It gets easier and easier because I'm duplicating myself. I do the same thing all the time, and I'm just improving on what I've been doing. I wanted to show you what this event page, does that help, Charity? I wanted to show you what this event page looks like whenever they say they're going. But I think this one closed, so it's not showing me. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I know it shows you who's, oh, there it is, duh. It's right here. Okay, so it says 29 people went, 16 people were interested. You can open that up, and it'll show me. All these are people that were interested, so I can go back in here this month and say, hey, I saw that you were interested in my Love Your, Shift Your Life challenge group. I have another group coming up. Would you like information? So I have this, even though it's a past event, I have this list of people forever. I can go to all my past events and find these people that I've talked to. And they say they went. That's just because they wanted to go, and they got. Doesn't mean that all 29 of them signed up for my group, but it does help me keep track. And some of these are my coaches. This was Cammie's daughter, and this is a coach. This is an older coach. This is a current client. So they're not all new faces, but you can weed through that and find those newer people that you haven't been able to help yet. And then you can see that I invited 180. So when you go to create an event, it's going to ask you, who do you want to invite? And Facebook's kind of cool like that. It'll separate people. So, it'll say team made. Well, you wouldn't want to invite any of us, right? Or Team Tenacity, you wouldn't want to invite your coaches to the group. You just want to invite your friends. And